because I've done it. Nobody can tell me it doesn't work. I've done it. I figured it out and I did it. And I see a lot of other people doing it too. It's just there's some people, unfortunately, I think it's because, in a sense, society has let them down. Their teachers at school never taught them about this, never explained, maybe because they themselves didn't know. Their parents haven't explained this or shown it to them or encouraged them to do it. They haven't seen examples of friends or coworkers or other people that are like, have done this. So you just are never exposed to it. So you just never realize that this is what's going on. People can just contact people and make things happen. Anybody in sales knows this. This is absolutely self-evident. You want something to happen, you go make it happen. You find out who does this and that, you reach out to them, you make it happen, right? You don't just reach out to one person, you reach out to 30 people, 100 people, whatever. And then there's going to be a ratio. 80% might not return your communication, or they give you a rude no. But 20% or 10% or 5% or 1%, whatever it is, say yes. And it's like a job. A lot of times that's all you need is just one. So you go to 100. A lot of times you don't just get one, you get more than one that says yes, let's do something. And then you're in the envious position you can pick and choose. You know, it's like job search. You know, when you want a job, do you just apply to one job and then you sit at home just waiting by the phone? You know, you're just waiting for the phone to ring, right? No, of course not. You apply to many, many, right? And networking is like that too. The success ratio is pretty low. It's like job search. It's very low. It's a numbers game. Let's imagine 1% of the people that you applied to jobs with gave you an interview. Now, for some people, especially these days, it's actually less than 1% is the ratio they're up against. You know, but whatever ratio it is, 10%, 1%, whatever. Let's imagine it's 1%. That means that your results are predictable, because it means that if you want 2 job offers, you know that you have to apply to the neighborhood of 200 relevant jobs in order to make that happen on average, right? That's what you could expect. That's the great thing about like the numbers game. This all comes from sales, you know, like this is like a sales thing. Most introverts know nothing of sales. They've never been exposed to it. If you're doing sales, meaning you're selling yourself, which is what job search is, you know, when you go to an interview, you're selling yourself. You're pitching a product, which is you. You're saying, forget all the other candidates and just hire me, right? That's congratulations, you're in hell. This is the sales process, right? So learning the basics of the sales process is important. It's really not that hard. It's so much easier than most people think. It's because all you got to do is you sell yourself by telling them, you know, here's what I've done. Here's the education I have. Here's my experience. Here's my skills. This is what I can do for you. The proof in the pudding is because I've done that for other employers, right? You need me to do this. I can do that. I can do that really well. You know, how many other candidates can do that? Plus they can do this other thing. Plus they're this agreeable to work with, you know, it's the sales process. And networking is exactly the same thing. It's a sales process, just over a slightly different medium. You're not dealing with recruiters, and this is actually a bonus for a lot of people. You're dealing with hiring managers, the people that are managers in organizations. They're the ones that decide to hire someone. And they get the recruiter to be their little grunt, their little chimp, like the winged monkey that goes out and does their bidding. Remember that. That's a great way to imagine and visualize what recruiters are and what they do. They're the little winged monkeys.